Okay, the more I play, the more hopeful I am that this isn't...
To war.
The more hopeful I am that this isn't just gonna be like a Rhea bad game.
It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. After ascending the throne, Dimitri labors to bring peace to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Dimitri, my love.
Edelgard ruling as the Emperor of Adrestia, and Claude leading the Leicester Alliance. The three erstwhile schoolmates strike out as the next generation of leaders. A new era is dawning in Fodlan, and much teeters at the brink of great change. The first tremors of a major upheaval rock the land as Edelgard declares war on the Central Church.
Wow, they really were just like, fuck that school setting we set up earlier. Oh, hi, Felix.
Pardon my lateness, Your Majesty.
Your hair is not as long as I thought it would be. I guess I will correct that with fan art.
You needn't worry, Felix. I know your duties are many. Though, I'm afraid we could not wait for you to begin the discussion.
This is about the Empire's declaration of war against the Central Church, yes?
Indeed. As you're aware, we have already begun accepting refugees from Garrett Mach.
This tiny little waist.
But a few days ago, I received a confidential request from Seteth, asking us to protect the higher-ranking members of the Church, including Lady Rhea herself.
Can I play Rhea?
Of course, we'd only meet this eventuality were Garrett Mach to fall. As it stands, we find ourselves quite literally stuck between the Empire and the Church. I'm not sure how much longer we can remain neutral.
If I might, Your Majesty, troubling as it may be, I believe it prudent for us to reject this proposal from the Church outright.
Who the fuck are you?
Offering them shelter will only serve to provoke an invasion from the Empire. This matter of the Southern Church concerns me as well, but I believe we have more...
Matter of the Southern Church?
...fussing over at the moment.
Your counsel is much appreciated, Viscount Elidor, but I assure you, things are not as cut and dry as you make them out to be. The mandate granted to the King of Fargus and all the lords who serve under him is given legitimacy only by the grace of the Church. Are we to renounce the very heart of this kingdom simply because we shudder at the thought of invasion? War will always come at one point or another, and some degree of suffering is purely inevitable. You know this as well as I, Viscount.
You dare speak of suffering, do you? When the blaze of war will not scorch your lands in the north as it does ours?
I would normally agree that those of us from the Northern Territory should hold less sway in this discussion. But if Garrett Mach were to fall, the war fronts would not halt in the west. Your Majesty, what of House Rowe or Galatea, or the others in the south?
Not a word from Count Rowe as it stands, but I did receive a missive from Count Galatea. It read, "My people are not fools enough to rejoice in the surrender of their territories to invaders. There is no morality in turning our backs on the institution at the very foundation of our lives. We must support the Church as they have supported us."
I just noticed to do. Hi, my love. Did Dimitri get taller? Does he canon get to 6'2" in this game? I'm hoping to keep the height difference.
Your Majesty, we owe a great debt to the Central Church for their role in quelling the uprising 2 years ago. To not repay such generosity in kind would risk weakening the trust of your vassals.
And if that happens, we might find ourselves right back in the same mess as before. They lack the crest of Blaidd, but there's no small number of nobles who might crawl out of the woodwork claiming royal blood. The kingdom's already seen the turmoil and division such claimants can bring after the death of King Klaus.
King Klaus. Is that Dimitri's grandpa?
What Duke Fraldarius? Surely we are better served attempting to head off the very real and imminent war at hand, instead of debating hypothetical unrest.
I don't want my people to suffer the pain of conflict. But does anyone here really think the Empire will simply stop if we appease their every demand?
Dimitri makes a great point. Appeasement has never worked.
Suppose we do let the Empire take the Archbishop. And suppose we accept this new Southern Church.
Okay.
Then what?
New Southern Church. So, that's interesting because in the canon of the game, the Southern Church has been abolished for like over 100 years or something. So, apparently, Edelgard established a new version of the Southern Church. Am I the only one sitting here thinking that this is what Three Houses should have just been from the beginning?
I imagine the Empire plans to install the Bishop of the Southern Church, Count Varley, in Lady Rhea's place. I fear I've heard nothing good concerning either the man himself or his teachings. They purport to be an arm of the Church of Seros, but the Southern Church is nothing more than a mouthpiece for the Empire at large.
In other words, rejecting the Central Church in favor of this new Southern one would be no different from flat-out accepting Imperial rule. It's hard to say just how they would treat our kingdom were such events to unfold. Though I imagine it would involve heavy taxation for the express purpose of bleeding Fargus dry and filling the Imperial coffers.
Does Margrave Gautier have like a crystal ball? Because that's exactly what happens. Also, I'm very curious about the back of Dimitri's head. Because he's got it slicked back, but like those bits aren't in his ponytail. Why don't you just make the ponytail a little higher?
Do you have something to add, Duke Fraldarius?
Not really, no. I was just wondering how long we were planning to continue this tedious charade. The question's simple. Do we hand over our kingdom and subject ourselves to Imperial rule or not?
No.
I believe
Next question.
Margrave has been quite clear as to what will happen if we give in to the Empire's demands. We've all been informed of the rapid reformation their region has undergone. Many aspects of which I admire, I'm not ashamed to say. But an old, stubborn land like ours isn't suited for such tempestuous change. Radical new freedoms are not what the people of Fargus need right now. They need stability, steady improvement in their daily lives, and real, lasting change can only come from a solid foundation.
Ah. I love you, Dimitri. I love you so much. I wish to give you so many hugs.
Sounds like your majesty has made up his mind then. Just say the word and we'll leap into action.
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus will hereby offer asylum to the Church of Seros. Everyone, sharpen your blades and prepare for the battles ahead. Gustav, Dedu, make to ride at once. Our intentions must be made clear, not only to the Church and the Empire, but to Count Rowe as well, and all the other lords who failed to answer my summons.
I love him.
Understood, Your Majesty.
I love it.
Hey, did you hear? Sounds like we're gonna be going to war with the Empire.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Ever since His Majesty ascended the throne, we've been fighting battle after battle through every corner of Fargus. But I never thought we'd be going toe-to-toe with the actual Empire. I'd be nervous if it even felt real.
Don't worry. It'll start feeling very real very quick once the sword starts swinging.
It's not very motivational, Shez.
You know, that might be the single
Thank you, Arvel.
motivational speaking I've ever heard. Not that I'm much surprised at this point.
I can't help but wonder, though. What happens to Fargus now? I feel like things have been steadily improving lately, but not everyone favors His Majesty as I do.
Yeah, I hear the grumbles too. But there's not a ruler in the world who doesn't have their fair share of critics, right? All I know is, we wouldn't be where we are now if not for him. I mean, look at me. Saddled with some mysterious power we don't know anything about, and he still chose to put his faith in me. It's only right I return the favor in kind. Oh, and speak of the devil.
Am I interrupting something?
No, of course not. Please, allow me to take my leave. Your Majesty, Commander.
So, you heard all that, huh?
More or less. I apologize for the interruption, but there's an urgent matter at hand.
Anything I can do to help?
There is. As you know, we've offered asylum to the Central Church in their efforts to flee the Empire. As such, we are to escort the Archbishop herself to the royal capital at once. I expect heavy pursuit from the Imperial forces, So I am assembling a team of those I trust most to assist in the mission.
Is Annette coming back ever?
Of course, I'll be leading my own regiment into battle. But I was wondering if you'd be willing to accompany me.
What, is that it? I'd be glad to. How are things looking at Garrick Mach while we're on the subject?
Grim. Neither the Knights of Seros nor the monastery ramparts are capable of holding off the Empire's massive military might. I dare say we have precious little time to waste. Prepare to deploy at once.
Look at this tiny ass waist. Oh, interesting. We can see old things that we picked up. A red bar. Aegis Shield owner. Fluent owner. Okay. Interesting that we didn't get Lance of Ruin. Your tent is rather nice, isn't it? I suppose it pays to be a commander. You said it, things are totally different here compared to all the small-time outfits I used to run with. I've got my own space where I can kick back and keep all my stuff in order. This probably means they expect a lot from you, more than your title implies, I would imagine. Personal quarters. In your personal quarters located in the upper left of the base camp minimap, press A near the desk to change appearance and view documents. Okay.
That reminds me.
Yeesh, this camp is something else. Did you see how many merchants we've got?
How tiresome.
Are you finished sightseeing yet? I believe I heard your employer calling for you. Base camp is where you'll prepare for battle. You can interact with your allies and make use of all kinds of facilities. Playable Rodrigue! Fuck yeah! I really hope I don't blow my voice out today. A net range joined. Okay, we got net back. Some units have gained new equipment. Cool. An award is available. Speak with... Okay, there's a lot going on. There will probably be DLC adding the other outfits, right? Yeah. I don't know why I would ever use Dedue's Academy outfit. His war outfit is so perfect. I love him so much. We're playing Rodrigue next battle, by the way, just so everyone knows. War is such a human enterprise. In that sense, we are very much the same as those on the other side, but we cannot coexist, so we are determined to kill each other. I suppose that's the nature of this beast. Yep. How it goes.
Not good.
So we're meeting up at the Valley of Torment, huh? Must we? Come on, Sylvain, complaining about it won't do us any good. I'm gonna guess you've never been to Islel. That's the only way you could say that with a straight face.
Let's see.
You know, I don't think I've ever been there either. What's it like? For one thing, you can't take a step without running into lava or scorching hot steam vents. The whole valley is as hot as the sun. You'd probably faint from merely standing around.
No.
But there's nowhere else we can meet them. We'll just have to brace ourselves. There's nowhere else you could meet them, really?
What is it?
Hey, Commander, are we really doing this? If we take in the church, we'll have an honest-to-goodness war on our hands. If you want to leave, now's your chance. I won't stop you, and neither will Dimitri. Aw, come on, don't be like that. We fought together for 2 years now. I'd never abandon you or the kingdom. This is a much more efficient time skip than the original. Hi, Nightman. You're standing awfully close to her.
Hello there.
I never imagined we'd all meet again under these circumstances. When I heard that we were aiding the church and there was going to be a war, I couldn't stand idly by. Annie and I rushed to the castle and met up with Ash. We had an audience with Dimitri and begged him to let us fight as well. I've studied hard over these past 2 years, you know. I'm certain I'll be able to help.
How can I serve?
I have served the church for quite some time, and it is unfathomable that anyone should think it corrupt. Both Lady Rhea and Sedith severely punish any who take bribes or commit a crime, but I suppose if someone has already declared their judgment corrupt, then there is nothing I can say to change that. That is very true. Though I suppose the same thing applies to the Empire if you think about it. Okay, I feel like the frame rate's not doing too great in the camp, but that's okay, I can handle that.
Hey,
I used to do business at Garrick Mach until I suddenly heard that a war was starting, and so I fled here to the kingdom along with others from the town and monastery. As I understand it, Blaidd, Fraldarius, and Charon territories are all taking in refugees. I'm traveling around to earn a living, but my wife and kid are staying in a port town in Fraldarius.
You should hear this.
There's a town beneath Garrick Mach that's home to some outcasts. It's called Abyss. One of my friends lived down there until just recently. They sent me some very eye-opening letters from that place. But what? You're just gonna say that and you're not gonna tell me what it was? Who's in here? Dusker General. Dusker General! We have some friends from Dusker? And it's a lady. And they finally have unique skin in their portraits. God bless. That's right, I've seen you in the King's conference room before. I serve the leaders of Dusker. I've been sent to aid your expedition. There's leaders of Dusker. They have a power structure. Please tell me more. I need this for fic writing purposes.
I'm counting on you.
Many of my subordinates don't speak Fodlan's language. Guys! Guys! Dusker has its own language. Dusker has its own language. Dusker has its own language. Oh, God. I gotta text people about that. Hold on. Sorry. I gotta text people about this. Okay. Okay, sorry. I'm really excited about this. Because I need world building tidbits. So there may be some issues, but I hope we can all work together. Yes. We can definitely work together after you gave me that juicy bit. Hi, Gustav.
May I speak with you?
I will return to the capital after seeing you all off. We must ensure Ferdiad is well defended in His Majesty's absence. Please, I ask that you keep His Majesty safe, and my daughter Annette as well. Sway.
May I have a word?
Everyone thinks my marriage was purely political. They say His Majesty arranged it to weaken the influence of the Western territories. That's interesting. I concede that His Majesty is taking a harsh stance towards the Western lords, including my father, Viscount Matthias. So I can't deny that there were political implications when I married into House Gautier? Does Sylvain have a sister? But my wife and I married because we wanted to. I want to make sure everyone knows that. Okay. Let's see here. Hi, Felix. You're still short, I see. Since the Empire declared war, Fraldarius has been taking in refugees from Garrick Mach as well. Though as you know, the kingdom barely has enough resources to support its own citizens. It's no simple matter to secure goods and land for extra people. There's been some civil unrest, which has led to a rise in bandit attacks.
Let's see.
In the long run, we can't just focus on subduing the bandits. Maybe if we can find a way to give work to the refugees. Though the fastest solution would be to take back Garrick Mach so they can all go home. That would be the best option if we could pull it off, but I doubt the Empire will just give in. Hey, it's been a while, or maybe it hasn't. We did bump into each other in Ferdiad on occasion. So we're going to be at war soon, huh? It honestly hasn't quite hit me yet. Me neither. It's hard to take in when you're faced with battles this size. But we fought plenty of smaller battles these past 2 years, so you'll get used to it before long. Just the answer I'd expect from you, Shez. I guess I could learn a thing or two from you.
By the by.
It looks like Emperor Edelgard has spent these past 2 years steadily preparing for a war. She removed the regent, Lord Arundel, and then she dismissed Prime Minister Iyer, and established the Southern Church. Yeah, okay, so the Southern Church is new. She might have even been plotting this while she was at the Officers' Academy. The Kingdom Army has taken on members of the Knights of Saros as refugees volunteers. I'm glad to have them, of course, but there's no way to vet all their backgrounds. We need to keep a sharp eye out. If you notice anyone suspicious, make sure you take action. Okay, I'm gonna go hit that blue dot up there. Rodrigue, my love.
At your service.
I will accompany you in the coming battle. I have far more freedom now that I've stepped down from my post as Duke Fraldarius. I'd planned to leave our territory entirely up to my son, But I hear he's commanding a unit in this war as well. So my wife and younger oh, Rodrigue has a wife? There goes my theory that Felix just spontaneously cloned from him. Though of course I told Felix that he'll have to return from time to check on things. I love you, Rodrigue. I'm so glad we get to play as you. That means you probably won't die this time. Yellow dot.
How can I serve?
Verdiad is without a doubt the largest city in Blaythe territory. However, Camelus in the west is also a town of fair size and boasts a historic cathedral at its center to boot. I'd heard that most of the clergy who made it to the kingdom are planning to settle there. Camelus, interesting. Oh, I guess this is how I get the rewards. Here's where we keep track of all of the achievements you complete. We've got rewards ready to give out based on how many achievements you rack up, so get there and start doing stuff.
How'd it go?
This reminds me a lot of Dynasty Warriors 8's, little town building thing. What do you want, strategist? Sorry, we're still figuring out our strategy. You should go and make sure you're fully prepared. Okay. Oh. Hello, to do my love. Vargas has changed. Vargas has changed over these 2 years, both in the army structure and within the hierarchy of lords. And with the ruler of the Dusker Peninsula, Viscount Kleiman, dealt with, my people have begun moving back to their homes. Ugh. Ugh. We stand a happy, healthy Dusker people.
What do you think?
Dusker is your home too, right? Are you gonna go back?
No.
No, my place is with His Majesty. From now until the end of time. I love him so much. Screenshotting that one. Fucking gay. Afterwards, it was granted the Dusker region as its feudal estate. Not anymore, bitch! Moving the story along.
I've been waiting for you.
I was waiting for you, Shez. Allow me to explain our plan of action.
How about this?
Let us first look at this map. I see it, yes. We are preparing to march from our camp, which is located here. Once we are ready, we will advance to Islel, the Valley of Torment, and rendezvous with Lady Rhea. However, we have received reports of bandits disturbing the peace in that area. We will need to strike them down and restore order for us to proceed safely. You must not let your guard down, no matter who we face. Do make sure you are fully prepared for what lies ahead. For instance, have you had a chance to use the training grounds or browse the marketplace yet? There are facilities where you can improve your weapons and prepare for battle. Be sure to make use of them. Okay. Okay, so if I were to put, say, Felix and Sylvain together. Can I do 3 at once? Okay. This is a lot more efficient than in 3 houses. Okay.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I'm sure. I find it interesting that they switched from using reason and faith to white and black magic. From what I gather, that's a more faithful translation, but I think it's interesting that they changed that. Okay, I want to see the other facilities. Okay, this is literally just like buy things, which I don't need to do. Okay.
Again soon.
Strange. It feels as though I'm facing off against Lambert himself.
Oh my god, they get special dialogue!
I'm not sure I can live up to my father's prowess in the art, but I will do my best.
Holy shit. Holy shit. I have a fanfic I can write for this! Sorry. Sorry. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm so...
I certainly enjoyed that.
I believe in my own potential.
Oh my god, guys. I'm like lightheaded from how excited this game is making me. And I want to switch Rodrigue out with Dedu. Want to see if I get anything.
Don't hold anything back, Dedu. Together, our success is guaranteed.
Oh my god. I love them so much.
Do my best. Just don't overexert yourself, Your Majesty.
I'm taking so many screenshots.
We earned this growth together.
Holy shit. Perfect! Okay. And they increased the support level. I would like to see that support conversation very much.
You'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, hi. Come on. Yes? No? I can't watch it? Are you kidding? Or do they not have a conversation? Oh, that's gonna be real disappointing if they don't have a conversation. I'm guessing they only have conversations at the ... above it. I can't remember if they had that before or not. I guess not. Okay, well, fine. Fine. Or I just can't view it yet. I don't know what's going on.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Okay. So... looks like this is what we need to do. These are regions we can't go to yet. And this is what we have to do next. Bandits are occupying the road ahead. Defeat them swiftly and march on to aid the Archbishop. Okay, so there's like layers to each chapter. That's good to know. And I'm guessing you can do grinding battles based on it saying you could deploy to things that you had already beaten. Oh god, I love you so much, cat. Dusker has its own language. I'm crying. I'm crying. Okay, so it looks like these are gonna be little battles, and I still have to deploy. Oh no, I don't have to deploy Shez. See ya, Shez.
For House Froldarius.
Hey Felix, you're gonna be an adjutant to your dad, by the way. 2-player mode. From chapter 4 onward, you can use 2-player split screen during battle. 2-player split screen is available for certain quests. We get to play as Rodrigue. Okay. Oh, and you can dismount. For mounted units such as Cavaliers and Pegasus Knights, press L and B to mount and dismount. Okay, well, first things first. Felix, you're gonna come be an adjutant to your dad.
Let's begin.
Dedu is gonna be an adjutant to Dimitri. Dimitri is going to go kill these sword nerds.
We must strive.
Everyone, we march. Stay strong. We can win this.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. I didn't check what the S rank conditions were. Hold on. 500. 7 minutes.
Before taking any rash action. There is no return from the realm of the dead.
If playing in classic mode, units whose HP is reduced to 0 from chapter 4 onward are lost forever. I'm not playing on that because that's some bullshit. Oh my god, I get to play as Rodrigue! This is all I ever wanted from this game. Okay,
Suppose I should show you how to best utilize one of these.
utilize one of what? A horse? Oh my god. And Dimitri and Dedue got special dialogue when they trained together, and Dimitri and Rodrigue got special dialogue when they trained together, and Dusker has its own language, and I am so excited.
I have my own reasons why I must win. The shield of Fargus, indeed.
And they're talking to each other. They're talking to each other as they fight. Talking to each other as they fight. Okay, I keep hitting the wrong buttons to switch. Escort the injured soldiers to the mountain trailhead. I don't think the special gauge fills the same way in this game. The joint special gauge. I am so happy. Okay, now what if I hit A? Ah! I'm so happy.
We're not losing to anyone.
Yeah. Whatever you think.
Blood of the hero Fraldarius flows through my veins.
I missed what the new main mission was, by the way.
Your success today has invigorated us all.
Oops. Okay. I love Warriors games.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Okay. I am so happy. What is my new main mission? Defeat the brawler. No defeat conditions. Okay. Dimitri go, like, murder some dudes.
Mission complete. Great work.
I guess I'll go kill that guy. No, Byleth showed up for like the first minute of this game and hasn't reappeared since. And I'm not necessarily upset about that. Hate to say it. Okay, the horse gameplay is actually pretty good in this game. I thought it was really clunky in the original Fire Emblem Warriors. Oh, no, no, stop hitting me. Okay, Dimitri, continue.
We will proceed as planned. We must...
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
We'll do this together. I've dreamt of this day. I will fulfill my duty. I got this.
This is not yet the time for celebration. Let us crush their defenses.
Surrender.
It seems we'll need to shore up its defenses.
Okay.
And now, our next task begins.
Okay. I had to play as Rodrigue. Hey guys, Future Editing V here. So I showed off this battle to kind of give you an idea of what the side battles are like, but from this point on I will probably be cutting out most of these because honestly they're kind of samey, and if I included all of them, these videos would be like 4 hours long each. And honestly, they're really not all that interesting, so I'll include stuff if something interesting happens or like an important character shows up, but other than that, we're just gonna quietly skip over them.
We've determined the Archbishop's course, Your Majesty. She makes for the Valley of Torment.
Then she's fleeing north, to Fargus.
There is also, of course, a passage to Daphnal territory within the Alliance. But I surmise you are correct. She surely makes for the kingdom.
If Fargus has chosen to side with the Central Church, it stands to reason they'll mobilize their forces to escort the Archbishop. If they do rendezvous with her and manage to retreat to the kingdom, our one chance will be lost.
Hello, random faceless woman.
Yes. We cannot let her slip through our grasp. I will see to it myself that we don't. Your Majesty, I will need a squadron well equipped for pursuit if I am to accomplish this task. One such as the Brigid Hunters. Given our considerable losses during the suppression of Garreg Mach, a smaller unit would be preferable for this undertaking.
I noticed that before the little time skip, they were doing the like upper and lower bars that was in the normal game, and now they have like a little lion on the text box, so that's interesting.
Petra's unit. Very well. Take anyone you think could prove useful to your efforts. If we can capture the Archbishop, the tides of this war will turn drastically in our favor.
Agreed, Your Majesty.
As for you,
Chapter 4.
We must discuss what to do about the kingdom.
Hold on.
Right away, Your Majesty.
Survey every spot. So I'm guessing this is the survey points, these little bits. You found some spoils of war left behind by the enemy. Crude building material. A civilian who is unharmed wants to thank you somehow. I owe you my life. Take this as a token of my gratitude. Oh, this is cute. You've earned rewards for surveying the regions you've captured. Return to camp to claim them. Gonna force me to go back to camp, huh? The load times in this game are great!
Come this way.
Anything for you, Rodrigue? Oh, Shez, you have a moment.
Quite troubling. At your service.
I apologize for stealing you away at such a busy time, but I have a request. The truth is, we're lacking in hands to help with tasks around the camp. Would you mind volunteering? The chore master is ready to direct anyone who wishes to volunteer. Okay. I'm guessing y'all don't have anything new to say. I do want to go and talk to this chick because I want to take a screenshot of her dialogue so I can scream about it on my Tumblr. Looks like we have some new dialogue with some people, though. I like how it changes the color of the dots on the map when there's people to talk to. I'm getting some Dragon Age Inquisition vibes off of that, like, survey bit.
Why, hello.
I can't believe it's been 2 years, Shez. I've heard a lot about what you've been doing. It sounds like you've presided over a great number of battles. We'll be counting on you for this next one, too.
Right on.
Yeah, I've got your back. I'm gonna fight as hard as I can against the Empire. I'm glad to hear that. Let's make sure we all survive this. But in any case, let's just both do our best. We can't afford to lose.
Can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Oh no, you're not. That's not who I wanted to talk to. I wanted to talk to whoever's over here. Dimitri. Oh, hello. My apologies. I was caught up in my own thoughts.
Hey.
You okay? Seems like you're always working yourself to the bone. You could do with a break. First to do, now you. I promise there's no need for concern. More importantly, we need to focus on the coming battle. The Imperial army is quite formidable. They will be unlike any other opponent we have fought these past 2 years. I want to ensure you are fully prepared, and I am sorry for dragging you into this. You're fine. Dimitri, I would go to the ends of the earth for you. I'm looking for volunteers to help around the camp. We all need to chip in to make life here as pleasant as possible. Of the activities, volunteering allows allies besides yourself to gain the most support points with one another. IS having the husbands acting like actual husbands in this case. It's ridiculous how gay they are. There was a bit earlier, I think this was before you came in, where Dedue is like, oh, people are moving back to the Dusker Peninsula now, it's great. And you can be like, are you going back too? And Dedue is like, my side is with Dimitri now and always. Or it's now until the end of time. I know!
Care to make yourself useful?
Care for horses. Oh, it tells you who it's ideal for. Manage the pantry, maintain equipment. Organize documents, run a street stall. Rodri is good at running a street stall. I have questions. Okay, why don't we have Dedue and Dimitri manage the pantry? Oh, Dimitri's... Dimitri is bad at managing the pantry. Hold on. Okay, so Dimitri is bad at organizing the pantry. I'm very curious about that. He's okay with horses, but I'm guessing that's Dedue's not strong suit. Dedue is okay at maintaining equipment. They're both neutral at organizing documents, and they're both neutral at running the street stall. Let's have you two maintain some equipment together. I don't know if I can go beyond C support in this.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Such tasks are beneath you, Your Majesty. Please rest while I handle this.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, a little manual labor here and there serves as wonderful stress relief.
So anyways, I think how this game goes.
You have my gratitude.
I think how this game goes is I think each faction is going to get an like a new character that they didn't have in the original game. So I'm guessing it's Rodrigue for the lions, Monica for the eagles, and maybe Judith for the deer. I'll have to play later. I don't know if I'll stream the non-lions routes, but We'll just see how this goes. I'm not sure where this DLC. I'm not sure where this demo ends. Great work, Shez. We couldn't have done it without you. Your face tells me you're hungry. Felix, please show Shez where the mess hall is. You said you were feeling peckish as well, right? Do I have to eat with Felix? What? Why do I have to? Fine, whatever. You have any preferences, Shez? I usually make my own food, so... I was back when you were a mercenary, but fine. I guess we'll see how good your cooking is. Help yourself to our food reserves. Just don't go wasting them. I guess we're unlocking all of the facilities now. We provide food for everyone in the army here. Feel free to bring in ingredients and make your own meals. Okay, let's make... Let's make cabbage and herring stew. Oh, Dimitri and Dedu. I love you guys. So, let's do this. I think that they're locked at C support. Maybe that's a demo thing? Okay. I'm like waiting for like the quick time events. Nice.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
I don't know what you want me to do. I didn't have any control over this.
Delicious. Would you like some, Your Majesty?
Your food is your own to do. Now eat. You deserve the sustenance.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. They're so cute. Now we need the brood, I know. I'm surprised you can make something this good with ingredients from Fargus. I bet the others enjoyed it too. I'm sure that'll go a long way in gaining their trust. Throwing in a few gifts wouldn't hurt either. That's just common sense. Not that stuff like that works on me, mind you. But anyway, oh, it so works on you, Felix. You've probably picked up things on the battlefield, right? Maybe you could try giving someone a gift. People like that. So I didn't realize that Felix was going to be my tutorial bot. It's true, maybe I should give something to Dimitri? I don't have anything for Dimitri. I have something for to do. Oh, we all know that Felix will bow to me once I give him 1,000,000 swords.
What is it?
Is everything alright, Shez? Do you need something? I guess you're gonna get a floral adornment, because I don't have anything else. Oh, it tells you his likes and dislikes.
Thank you.
Support con. Hey guys, Future Editing V here again. This game has a lot of supports in it, and I'm not going to include all of them because, again, these videos would be like 6 hours long if I included absolutely everything. So I'm probably just going to include the supports that I'm really invested in or the supports that I find interesting. So I hope everybody's cool with that. I might come out with like a support reaction compilation video at some other time where I just put all the supports together, but for the main episode videos, I'm just going to cut most of them out. And hey, if you can't wait for that support compilation video, I do have all of the raw footage from my playthrough uploaded on my stream channel, and I will drop a link to that in the description.
Hey, did you hear? We rounded up the last stragglers from House Climate.
Interesting. Is that how you trigger supports? Is you have to talk to them?
Yeah, and brought destruction raining down on one of their villages in the process. Of course, it was partially their fault for mustering an army, but I can't believe His Majesty would allow such meaningless slaughter.
Something on your mind? If you object to their idle gossip, it would behoove you to speak up.
No, it's just... I don't really know what Dimitri was thinking either. It's almost like he's built a wall around himself, ever since the day he killed his uncle.
My apologies, but could I ask you to join Gustav in keeping an eye on things here for the next few days?
Sure. You going somewhere? Kinda surprised Dedu and Rodrigue aren't joining you.
2 of them recently departed for Dusker. They have their own duties to attend to.
Then why don't I join you? I've got more free time these days than I know what to do with.
Offering to work during your well-deserved time off is not as praiseworthy as you believe it to be.
Here what?
Dimitri's so mad about that.
I suppose you have a point. Very well. I'll take you up on your offer.
Yeah, we see his uncle.
A pleasant one, but your assistance will surely prove valuable.
His uncle not only gets a portrait, but he gets a middle name. You also see Margrave Gautier and get his first name. It's like Mateus or something. That's all we got so far, I think. I think there's more. Hi, Dante.
I was wondering where we were going. This is the village that was wiped out during our recent battle. Hold on. You're not planning to bury the dead by yourself, are you?
Dante, naughty.
It's not really a job for a king.
I didn't really set up the stream for a Dante cam. There's nowhere on the layout I could put it. You dummy. Hold on, he knocked my mic off of its stand, so I gotta go fix that. There we go.
Perhaps not. Yet a resting place is all I am capable of offering them now. Were it possible, I would not have let this village lose a single brave soul. I never intended to see them incinerated by the all-consuming flames of this war. But as the one who authorized our battle strategy, I alone am culpable for their deaths.
It's not like you made the decision lightly, though. You discussed it for hours with Rodrigue and the others.
Even so, no means can possibly excuse these ends. No amount of justification will bring back the lives that were lost here.
Can I hug him?
True. And no matter how hard you fight for a better outcome, there's no guarantee you'll actually achieve it.
No, I cannot shut my eyes to the cruelty my actions have wrought. Yet, if I do not claim this battle and its aftermath to be just and proper, my soldiers will lose faith in me.
I want to mom him so hard.
How long must this horrible cycle continue?
Don't be like that, Dimitri. I'm sure people will understand if you just tell them the whole story.
There's no need for that. This burden is mine to bear, and mine alone.
Well, that sure kept me busy. Maybe we should head to our next battle soon. Hold on.
You mean it's for... Thank you.
Baby, I love you so much. Is this a Dedue support conversation? Yeah.
Hey, Dedue, what are you doing here? You need something?
No, but I must ask, what are you doing here?
You know, making sure all the equipment's in good shape. With how rough yesterday's battle was, I figured it couldn't hurt to round up all the weapons that got broken and try my hand at fixing them.
I see.
Sorry? Should I not have taken them out at night or something? You're giving me this look like you don't trust me.
You have His Majesty's trust. I will not lay a hand on you. But I would like to better understand who you are.
Makes sense to me. I'm still just a newcomer, and my background's unclear at best.
It's been 2 years.
My apologies.
You've been working together for 2 years.
Nah, it's fine. I'd be suspicious of me too if I were you. Besides, I don't exactly want to go losing my employer either. So feel free to keep as many eyes out as you think necessary.
Poor Rose. You'll see.
Dimitri clearly needs all the help he can get. I mean, he made me a commanding officer without so much as a second thought to my past or my intentions.
Shez is over here like, Dimitri is too trusting. I mean, I'm good for it, but really.
Yet that conviction makes people follow him. And I agree with his decision. Having you close by is convenient.
What, so you can keep a better eye on me? It doesn't really matter. As long as he's paying me, I'll do whatever I've got to do to win for him. Oh, and if I do anything suspicious, you're more than welcome to cut me down right then and there.
Dedue be like, I'll take you up on that offer, friend. Okay, so his little braids go all the way to the back of his neck. I'll take a picture of that for Ange.
A very mercenary response.
Well, yeah, that's what I am. I might have risen the ranks, and I might have my own unit now, but I'm still a merc at heart. As long as I get the results, everything else, like trust and respect, will follow. At least, that's what my old Captain Burling taught me. So I guess I don't have much choice but to just keep at it till I earn your trust.
I see. Now, these weapon repairs will take time. Allow me to aid you.
You sure you don't mean keep an eye on me? Glad to have your help, though, Dedue.
Dedue can keep as many eyes on me as he wants.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Wait a minute. Did I have an activity or point left? I think I did.
Sure you're ready.
I do. Oh, I guess you can only do one per week. Alright, Sylvain and Felix, why don't you go ahead and do that together?
Counting on you both.
All right, let's give it our best. Let's go.
Okay, that's not unique at all. Earning support points to strengthen bonds between allies will trigger support conversations. Viewing support conversations will raise the support level of the units involved. I thought I already got this tutorial. You can view support conversations by selecting the appropriate command after talking to an ally, or by selecting support info from the pause menu. Okay, so Dimitri and Dedue have hit C rank, they just don't get a C rank conversation. I feel like it caps us out at C rank in the demo, which makes sense. Alright, let's see what Felix and Sylvain have to say to each other. Oh, it looks like the ranks are also different from in Three Houses. Like, Felix apparently only gets a C rank with Mercedes in this game. Oh, and Rodrigue has supports.
What were you thinking? Sticking your nose into some soldier's fight? You have a lot of growing up to do if you're still throwing yourself in the middle of random brawls like that. Keep this up, and House Fraldarius' reputation will be rolling in the mud with you.
You're one to talk.
Not to mention how it reflects poorly on His Majesty, considering he's the one who made you a duke.
Wow. I'm sorry. What is this, like, strange topsy-turvy universe we're in where Sylvain is lecturing other people on propriety?
I know all that. Do you? Because you don't look like a man who's achieved some fantastic new enlightenment.
This is rich coming from you. I liked it better when you used to take the heat.
Are you kidding? You were always the one being scolded when we were kids.
I somehow seriously doubt that, Sylvain.
Because you were a half-wit who kept dragging me into your ludicrous schemes.
Was that how it was? Now, whatever you say. But tell me, what's got you swinging your fists around this time?
Nothing specific. I just couldn't back down after getting involved.
You really need to start being more careful. Look, you've even got a bruise going.
Are you gonna touch his bruise, Sylvain?
Who knows what would happen to Fargus if we lost you?
Okay.
I won't say you'd be fine without me, but you do know I can fall in battle any day now, right?
Bite your tongue, Felix. Just think for 2 seconds. What would happen to Fargus? And to His Majesty if you died? He's got too much on his plate already. Yet he insists on doing everything himself.
What's up? Okay.
War with the Empire, battles outside Fodlan, governing the kingdom, reforming the entire social structure of pretty much everything. If he didn't have you at his side, he'd fall flat on his face.
You speak as though you have no stake in this whatsoever. We're in the same situation. One of these days, you'll inherit the title of Margrave Gautier. Are you ready for that?
I know. Trust me, I am very well aware. Which is why I always act with the utmost integrity.
Uh-huh.
You're the complete opposite of integrity. Though I suppose you have been attempting to shake some of your old habits recently.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to pat me on the back every once in a while.
Or more?
You're like a baby that just learned to walk. A pat on the back will knock you over.
Felix is my spirit animal.
You can try to make up for your past actions all you want. But that kind of thing isn't easily swept aside. The sooner you realize that, the better.
That tongue of yours is sharp as ever, I see. Never change, Felix.
I guess I was a touch reckless this time. As much as I hate to admit it. So I'll give you that much.
How much gayer do you think this gets? There's like layers of gay in this game. So I don't think there's S ranks in this game, which is interesting. Curious to see if there will be endings. This seems a lot more plot driven.
Where are you headed to?
Yes, Dante? I demand endings, especially for my ships. Yes, but also I don't know if we can top. I don't know if we can top Can and Dimmy do. I think this game can. It has been really fucking delivering on the Dimmy do so far, I'll say that much. Is this Stronghold Captain a woman? Are we not just killing but murdering? New camp functions are available. Head back to the camp and check them out. I see we didn't unlock that survey spot. I wonder if there was some sort of special requirement I didn't hit. And I'll have to redo that battle.
This way.
Hi, to-do. Hello. Hello, my love. What do you need?
Please.
I saw you gathering materials from our previous battle. I'd like you to take care of them. They can be used to expand the camp facilities. Speak with the facilities master for information on expanding a facility. Okay. Must complete all side missions in this area. Okay. So I'd have to go back and do that. I'd have to go back and do this again. And complete all the side missions, which I don't even know which side missions there were, because I wasn't paying attention. We'll come back to that. I want to do this first. Rescue the believers. Members of the church seeking refuge in the kingdom are under attack by bandits. Seize the strongholds to ensure their safety. Generals are displeased with the decision to oppose the Empire, have raised an army. While they are presently battling bandits, they could easily turn into a rebel army. Defeat both groups. Okay, that's what we were doing before. Good to know. Let's do this. I have a feeling this only goes through chapter 4, this demo, but I don't actually know. I'm guessing Felix is not gonna like this one. Yup. Rodrigue doesn't like this one. Interesting. Do they, like, share their anti-sweet tooth? That'd be cute. Oh, right. I was gonna do Felix and Rodrigue together, so this makes sense. Okay. I lost my head there for a second. I wasn't sure what I was doing. Perfect.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
This is delicious. Why are you looking at me like that, Felix? I won't share my portion with you if that's what you're wondering.
I don't want your scraps, old man. I swear sometimes.
Aw, look at them with their little matching fur capes and their matching cuffs. Significantly stronger. Felix and Rodrigue's support points increase significantly.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
New support conversations available. We're gonna see what he has to say to his daddy. I don't care about you, Shez. Wanna see? Okay. Oh, Felix's mom is also alive, Rose. We still don't have a name for her, but I'm hoping.
What kind of greeting is that? I gave you my title, not free license for insolence.
Spare me the lecture. I have a question about the lords of Southern Fraldaria's territory.
So you're having trouble with them as well, are you? Let me guess. They're withholding provisions. Or perhaps they refuse to send troops they promised.
How did you know?
Because I've been through the same thing with them any number of times.
Southern soldiers are unskilled, but they make up for it with sheer numbers. I need their cooperation, yet they refuse to negotiate. And I have no idea how to convince them.
Yes. I imagine they're dealing with their own issues.
And what issues would those be?
When they refused to send reinforcements for the invasion of Sreng, it was because the lords were embroiled in a succession dispute. If one house sent soldiers, the others would pounce on the opportunity to move against them. But mere letters could never have told you something like that.
So you went around to each territory personally?
Yes. Though considering we're presently on war footing, doing so now would be unwise.
Well, that's hardly helpful. I'll take it into consideration and see what I can do. Something funny?
Just thinking that you've grown into a fine duke.
I love them so much.
Are you expecting me to fail? You're the one who gave me the title, after all.
True. But I inherited the role when I was much older than you. You're doing extremely well for your age. It seems I raised two very capable sons.
Is Glenn still dead? I assume Glenn's still dead. That might be a touchy thing to say, Rodrigue.
Don't tell me you're glorifying Glenn's death again.
Oh, did you hear that music stop?
Felix.
Oh, fuck. We got the sad music shit.
I've been walking in your footsteps, serving our king and leading an army of knights. After all that, I thought maybe I'd come to understand you a bit better. But I still can't stomach what you said that day.
Looks like I overstepped yet again. Perhaps the two of us will never see eye to eye. If Glenn were alive, I half suspect he'd say I was being childish.
I can't get the rest of the supports in this demo. I need to know what happens. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing is going to happen.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Okay, let's do this again. I have a feeling this demo ends after chapter 4, but I can't swear to that. You saw Rufus? I know. He exists. It's great. Also, retroactively, all of my headcanons, fanfics, and various other posts about him being an asshole are canon. So, I'm very happy about that, actually.
Stay alert, everyone.
Go past V. Past V was prophetic. Three Hopes doesn't follow the story we know from Three Houses, correct? It does not even remotely follow the story we know from Three Houses. Other than, like, the common thread of, like, the house leaders are chased by bandits and gain help from random person, and you go to kill bandits after that, nothing has been the same. And honestly, like, not to throw shade, but to throw a ton of shade, this story is way better. This story has been way better so far.
Let me know if I may.
I'm just saying. I didn't have to sit through 12 chapters of random mystery plot buildup. Okay.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Deliverance in the Valley of Torment. Driven from Garrigmok, the surviving members of the church flee for the kingdom. You must make for Islel at once to cover their escape. I'm just saying, it's a more cohesive plot so far. You've reached the end of the demo. You can import the save data to the full game to continue. Would you like to... Okay, so the demo ends right before Chapter 4 finishes, which is some bullshit. Yeah, I'm pissed. I thought they'd at least let me do this chapter, right? 2 weeks later. What's up, everybody? It's me, V, and I am so excited I might explode. We're gonna go ahead and start. We're starting out at Chapter 4 of Azure Gleam because I played the demo, and I got I sent the data over. So... We will be playing Azure Gleam all the way through, first and foremost, because, Dimitri, my love. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. How many tutorials do you think we're gonna get? Oh. So excited. Of course, I got a physical copy, so I couldn't be one of those people who, like, gets to download it at midnight and play it right away. Also, confirmed, physical copy does not come with a manual.
The scouts have returned, Your Majesty. They've located the Archbishop.
Hi, Dedu, getting speaking lines. I love you.
Excellent. We'll ride to them at once. For now, everything is going according to plan.
Plan. Okay.
We're ready to ride when you are, Dimitri. Just give the word and we'll move out. Gotta say, it's gonna feel great to fight alongside all these familiar faces again.
And Rodrigue is playable and here.
You're right. I always feel much stronger when my friends are around.
Sadie's voice acting still kind of sucks.
Our time together at the Academy might have been short, but it still puts my mind at ease to be reunited with everyone.
So I know, like, this whole game leaked on the internet like 3 days ago. I have not read any of that crap, so this is blind. I think I only know like 1 or 2 Golden Wildfire spoilers at this point in time. Because some people I follow on Tumblr don't spoiler tag appropriately. But anyways, we're not gonna worry about that.
I could hardly believe His Majesty reached out to me of all people. But I'm really glad he did.
Christ, and I grow a couple of inches. He's so short. Like, can Dimitri even see her, like, over that, like, little armor bit?
I'm pleased to see you all here.
Okay, Felix.
I always knew this day might come. I prepared myself as best I can, but I am still a bundle of nerves.
This will be a lot different from the fighting that's been going on the past 2 years. We'll need to really have each other's backs out there.
Sylvain. His hair looks better on the model. I don't hate it on the portrait, but it looks better on the model.
The point of no return is finally upon us, Your Majesty. I trust you've made your peace.
I have. The blood spilled today will be a worthy sacrifice if it means keeping the people of Fargus, the people of our home, safe.
I love you.
That is our cause. We have no reason to hesitate. Now move out.
Moving out. Rhea reaches the evacuation point. Okay. Rhea's routed, so we gotta protect Rhea. Choosing strategies. Yeah, I told you there's gonna be a tutorial for the main quests of each chapter. You'll be able to select strategies before battle. There are many types of strategies. Some strategies determine unit position prior to battle, and some activate during battle. Got an advantage. To select a strategy, you need strategy resources. Be acquired by capturing regions on the war map. You can also add to your roster of strategies by surveying spots on the Persuade Happy. Persuade Petra. Okay. Commits and enter. Yeah, okay. Fascinating. That's how they're gonna do recruitment. Okay, well, I want to recruit as many people as I can, so take those two. And maybe healers? That seems like a good idea, right? Really wish I could switch Shez out. I don't really have a lot of interest in playing as Shez. I'm gonna keep Ingrid just because I have a feeling we're gonna have to fly over these bits here. And I kind of don't hate the Pegasus Knights in this game. I am also going to quickly just, what's the button for optimizing? I'm just gonna go ahead and optimize everybody's equipment if I can. I've played the other three, and I always forget to optimize equipment because I'm bad at remembering things. Let's go.
There you are, Lady Rhea. I am relieved to find...
Hold on. First things first.
Let's begin.
Are you alive and well?
King Dimitri, you have my gratitude for coming to aid us in our time of need.
Rhea.
Here, we have no time.
Really? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what I mean when I say that this game is over-tutorialized. We've had 4 chapters of tutorials, and you are just now giving me the tutorial about tutorials. Why do I need a tutorial about tutorials, game?
We must make our way out of the valley and return to Kingdom territory.
I'll play Dimitri. There's no point in living if there's no Dimitri. I wonder if anyone important is gonna show up on this map. I mean, other than Petra and Happy, apparently. Which apparently we can recruit Happy. Which I guess makes sense since she was kind of like the kingdom wolf in the original Three Houses. Yeah, that's gonna be like a flying thing. I have a feeling it's not gonna be as simple as just getting Rhea to the escape point. It never is. Oh, there's Happy.
Nobody told me how sweaty I'd get here. Ugh, gross.
Nobody made you come here.
Let's start the attack.
Where is she? Alright. Still getting used to the map.
That general lacks motivation. We may be able to persuade her to join our cause.
Oh, there she is. When a strategy can be activated, its name will display on the screen. Hold that button. Right button. To trigger the strategy. If multiple strategies are available, press it to toggle between them. Okay, so hold. Yeah. defeat and recruit happy. Okay. So now if we defeat her, we get her, right? How this works? Oh my god, Dimitri!
I can tell your heart's not in this fight, my lady.
Ugh, Sylvain, nobody asked you. My lady.
You are not beholden to the Empire. Why don't you join us instead?
I want that key.
You have my word that no harm will come to you.
You've got a point. And I guess you did beat me fair and square. Alright, lead away.
Look at him do the flip! Okay, yeah, this does do damage when you walk across it.
Imperial forces are setting up a blockade at the stronghold ahead.
I'll prove my worth. If they cut us off, we'll be forced toward the volcanic crater.
We cannot allow them to push us down a dangerous path. Let us charge forth and carve our way through.
Okay, where am I going? Let's move you guys around.
Begin the Our orders are clear.
You don't need to micromanage this as much as I was in the original, like, demo playthrough.
I'll give it 1000%.
I just have
Leave
been.
everything to me.
I'll do my best.
Can I, like, force him to go open this chest? Oh, he can!
Let's move.
Oh, that's so helpful. I don't have to go do it myself. Okay, yep. Where am I going? This looks like where I need to be.
We need to move fast. Attack! Let's start the attack.
Oh, that's good to know too, because that means I don't have to bring Ash as a playable character in every single map. Oh my god, Dimitri's so badass. I love him. I should have asked the guy at GameStop which route he was doing first so I could know how much we would get along.
This ridiculous charade won't stop us.
Also, I was editing my, because I've been cutting these streams up into, like, YouTube videos for YouTube, if you didn't know. And I was doing episode 4. And when Dimitri, like, body blocks an enemy from hitting Dudu, he says, "You must live," and I squee. I squee over that.
We did it! We should be able to move forward safely now.
You have my thanks.
Yep.
The goddess smiles upon your gallant deeds.
Please let me play as Rhea. If this game doesn't let me play as Rhea, it's gonna be like an automatic 2 out of 10. Because, like, that would be such a missed opportunity. Like, regardless of my feelings on Rhea, I love her, by the way, but regardless of my feelings on Rhea, it would just be a huge missed opportunity if they, like, made this entire game and then didn't make her playable.
Your Grace, Sedith and Catherine are under attack by Imperial.
Catherine is here? Daddy Sedith! Hi! Hi!
So I find myself cornered. Perhaps I misjudged the situation.
I love you. First appearance by Catherine.
Persistent little guys, aren't you? Cut one down and another two just spring up in their place.
Hi.
They must not be allowed to fall here. Please, King Dimitri, may I ask that you lend them your
Where's
aid?
Flame? I wanna kill this guy first, Rhea. Oh, that's so satisfying. Okay, run in that direction. And again, is Petra currently on the map? So she must not be here yet. My cat just tried to pounce on a chipmunk and he ran into a window. I don't know if you could hear that. My microphone picks up things that I do not expect it to pick up. Like, it doesn't pick up our screechy dryer, and it doesn't pick up the sound of a vacuum, but it does pick up our door opening. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. Speaking of the door opening, you might have heard it.
Let's take it for ourselves.
We made it in time.
I'm like that meme of like, this one sparks joy.
Come, lend me a hand. You must live.
He said it! He said it! I'm not a huge fan of Fidu's playstyle. I'm not really a huge fan of like the slow, heavy hitters. But I will play him anyways because I love him that much.
It's a good thing you came along when you did. And Lady Rhea's safe too. Good.
Yes, Catherine, we saved your girlfriend.
If not for you, I would have surely perished. The Archbishop appears to be unharmed. You have my gratitude.
It'd be really nice if I could stop, like, burning my feet. Cyril is here? I was gonna say, I thought, okay, for a second I thought he was...
Did she get away?
For a second I thought he was appearing as an enemy, and I was like, why is he appearing as an enemy?
Cyril was covering the rear. He will never make it out.
Where is he? I'll get him.
To help Sedith and Catherine escape.
Can't we block the lava flow with rocks or something? Not saying it'll be easy, but it might be the best shot we've got.
Okay, Sylvain, you want to move that? You want to move that one, Sylvain? Seriously? It's gonna make me go back. Okay, hold on. I got this.
I shall not sacrifice his life for the sake of my own. Please, help him.
Freya, I love you so much. Go, go, go.
Time to show how strong you've become.
Okay, I'm sorry, what? If the main character is deployed in a battle, you can press X to use Shadow Slide from the orders screen. Using Shadow Slide, you can select an available allied stronghold from the minimap and warp there instantly. You can only use this power a certain number of times per— Oh my god, they gave us a warp! Thank god. Also, Dedu's little protective zone is still here. That's so sweet. That's actually so useful. Okay, I'm guessing that'll, like, stop lava. Yeah. Okay,
We've done it. Hold fast, everyone. Our escape is only a short ways off.
you know what they've got? They've got Cyril.
This stronghold will fall.
I don't know why Sedith couldn't just fly over the lava. He has a wyvern.
Allow me.
I'm like saving combat arts for if there's any like big boss characters, but I haven't seen any yet. Combat arts in this game are gonna be like the equivalent of like potions that you can't buy in other video games, where I'm just gonna like hold on to them for the entire battle and then I'm not gonna use them and then they're not gonna level up. So that's how I play video games. I'm a hoarder. Okay. I do like how Tatu just like bashes people with his shield when he runs by.
Let's give it a shot. I'll give it a— leave everything to—
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
You've shown true valor, Stacy. Lady Rhea will soon be clear of the valley thanks to you.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
Okay, we got Cyril. Cyril's alive.
My utmost gratitude for your efforts in rescuing Ciri, and to the goddess for her divine protection.
I got Seta. What to do? This has got to be so painful for him. Petra appeared. Where?
You will not be passing me. I will be capturing the Archbishop.
Where is she?
We have no choice but to fight our way through.
I think it's over there.
Anyone standing in my way will be eliminated with quickness.
Where is she? Okay, she's over there.
After everything she's been through, she might be willing to join us. Assuming we can take her alive.
Yeah, I got it. I'm on it.
You need to move fast. Attack!
I've awaited this moment.
Oh boy, okay.
With me now.
It's my pleasure. Stand down!
Goddamn, Dimitri.
Let's start the attack.
He's just over here like, let me just like mini nuke the ground.
Not here. Not like this.
Yes. I am choosing life. I will be going with you peacefully.
I like how the other characters will talk to the recruitables. That's great. The recruitment in this game is already so much better than the original.
I scarcely believe we arrived here whole and sound. You have my deepest gratitude.
Sorry, who did it say was nearly routed? I missed that. Okay, let's get...
We cannot leave the valley until we see both Seteth and Catherine to safety.
I'm working on it. They're running.
My apologies for the trouble. Do not wish to consider what would have happened had you not come along.
My beloveds. Okay, Catherine's almost there. I have a feeling this isn't going to be the end of the chapter, but who knows?
Thanks for the help. I never would have made it out of there without you.
I can still hit things, which means the chapter's not over. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Hubert.
If I cannot have the Archbishop, your heads will have to suffice.
Oh my god. He's so hammy.
Hubert, we have to defeat him, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
I'm aware. Let us do so at once. Make with our retreat.
No. I didn't want to take
Let's begin.
the dew off as my adjutant.
Allow me to...
I wanted to use a combat art. Just waste all of the combat arts here.
Realize how desperate you will be to save your dear Archbishop. The kingdom truly is a tiresome place. How? I may have no choice but to retreat.
Trying to unmute my microphone while playing is more difficult than I thought it would be.
You may have your victory today. How will I face Her Majesty after this?
I don't know, Hubert. That sounds like a you problem. S ranks all around.
Lady Rhea, Sedith, I'm relieved you both made it out unharmed. It appears we arrived just in time.
You have our utmost thanks for aiding in our retreat, Your Majesty. I can only apologize for the trouble we may have caused your outfit.
King Dimitri, I cannot express just how grateful I am to you and all the fine people of Fargus.
Please let me play Rhea. You think she can move in that dress?
The honor is mine. Your order provided me with immeasurable aid during my ascension to the throne. My citizens would have branded me a heathen had I not returned the favor.
And now it seems we are the ones who owe a debt. The Church shall provide whatever assistance it can to your efforts.
If you see it prudent, I have no objection to placing the Knights of our Order under Kingdom command.
Playable everyone?
Thank you both. While it pains me to qualify our hospitality, this kingdom is not a wealthy one, neither in goods nor provisions. I fear we may struggle to compensate your soldiers, or even to feed them.
You needn't trouble yourself with such concerns. Your generous offer of shelter will be more than enough.
Very well. We've lingered here long enough. Let us make for Ferdiad. There's much to discuss. The Church, the Kingdom, and the battles to come.
Two years ago, I never would have imagined we'd be fighting a war like this.
I'm with you there, but now that we are, you found yourself in a rather favorable situation, no?
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork.
Interesting, they had this cutscene in Golden Wildfire, but like 2 chapters ago.
And those associates you happen to be working with should be tough enough to take on you-know-who.
Let's scold him.
They're not just associates. They didn't have to trust a down-and-out mercenary like me, but they did anyway. And that makes them friends.
That's not the direction I thought that scolding would go, but okay.
Still, you're probably right. This'll be a great chance to drive Geralt's mercenaries out into the open.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Maybe we don't die trying.
Could have done without that last part. Thanks.
Yeah.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side. Our destinies are forever intertwined.
In that case, let's assume Cornelia has hidden herself somewhere in the Western Territories.
Cornelia's still around.
If I had to guess, I'd say either Viscount Mateus or Viscount Gideon have taken her in. All the same, we can't exactly go around unseating every vassal we suspect of being disloyal.
Right. This is no simple matter, but at least we have a firmer grasp on the situation now than we did 2 years ago.
Shout out to Dedu for actually being allowed to be present in these cutscenes.
Dedu, send word to House Perderi. We'll need soldiers on their land if we hope to keep the enemy at bay.
And he gets to do things. He still gets to do things.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Viscount Mateus' son is here with us, while Viscount Gideon's daughter is off serving as a knight in Galatia.
Interesting. Who's Viscount Mateus' son?
Under the present circumstances, we only have so many soldiers to spare on domestic matters. It seems we'll have to resort to any means necessary.
Ooh, that's a look in his eye.
In which case, I will bear the weight of the kingdom's sins. If slaughtering 100 foes means bringing salvation to 1,000 of our own, I will do it.
Chills, okay.
As you wish, Your Majesty. And if I may, try not to torment yourself so much.
Rodriguez a point.
Ah, how far our proud king has fallen. You sounded utterly vicious just now.
I'm not the one that started this shit, Felix.
What do you want, Felix?
Oh, not much. I just thought catching a glimpse of your haggard face might put a smile on mine.
Uh-huh.
I knew that playing the part of a cool-headed leader would be too much for you. But all this scheming, this calculation, doesn't suit you. Why don't you just give it a rest already?
What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean, scheming? There's been no scheming happening. Dimitri was literally like, I will murder people if it saves people. That is not a scheme, Felix. You know what a scheme is. Apparently the writers of Three Houses don't.
You think too highly of me. This is who I am, Felix. I've never been anything more than a bloody demon on the path of revenge. I stand here today to lift the burdens of all who perished before me. To see that those who bear guilt for their deaths are held accountable. I will expose whoever I must. Slay whoever I must to see my task through to the end. There is no place for mercy within these walls.
That's hot.
And if it affects the safety of my people, then that's all the more reason to strike now.
And here I thought you were finally starting to pull yourself together.
I snuffed out my uncle's life with my own two hands. As king and as general, I've killed countless more. I looked on as nearly everyone I held dear perished. I am the one who must take responsibility for their deaths. So rest easy, Felix. The weight of my atonement will not fall on your shoulders.
No point in trying to reason with a boar.
I had to get this boar shit in somewhere.
Enough of that, though. The city seems especially spirited today. Is something going on?
Ah, yes. Lady Rhea and the others from the church are making an excursion to the capital. I suggest you join in on the festivities before you go. It does the heart good to see our people smile.
I love him so much.
Everyone here?
He's so good.
Let's get right into it. We have to figure out exactly where we stand in this war.
Hi, Claude, I guess. What's up?
As you all know, the Empire has taken the Great Bridge of Myrden. The Imperial Army now occupies what was formerly House Phlegathon territory. House Gloucester has surrendered to them as well.
Fucking Phlegathon. I'm still not over that.
Doubtless an agonizing decision on my father's part.
House Ordelia, to the east of the bridge, has also vowed not to take up arms against the Empire.
We had precious little in the way of arms in the first place. You have my deepest apologies.
You don't have to apologize, Lysithea. Count Ordelia did what anyone would have done.
How much do I care about you guys? I want more Dimitri.
And now Lawrence and Lysithea can't even go back home.
That's not all. After the battle, the Imperial Army crossed Gloucester territory and attacked Garreg Mach.
Gloucester. They finally pronounced it for me.
Rhea and the rest of the Central Church have apparently fled to the kingdom for sanctuary.
Then I suppose none of us will be able to visit our old school anytime soon.
That's your concern, Ignatz. Okay.
I hope no one from the church was hurt.
Now that the monastery has fallen, the front lines are rapidly expanding north. It won't be long before Deirdre is within their reach. And if our capital falls, the Alliance goes with it. We have to stop them there, no matter the cost.
That all sounds well and good, but how large of an army will you even be able to raise at this point?
I don't think House Edmund will be able to send more troops. I'm sorry.
Which means House Goneril is the last of the 5 great lords upon whom we can rely.
I'm not so sure the combined forces of Houses Regan and Goneril will be enough to hold off the whole Empire.
We'll just have to work with what we've got. And let's not forget the hero of Daphne.
Is Judith playable? Judith better be playable.
We can't expect much from her in terms of sheer numbers. Any chance the kingdom could send troops?
I don't know, do we not have our own problems?
I doubt they'll have any to spare. They've just started engaging the Empire themselves over in the west of Fargus. And besides, I'm not sure how much we can really trust them. I still have no idea what's going on in Dimitri's head. I might just have a plan, though. For now, all I can ask is that you fight, and fight with every last thing you've got.
You can always count on me. And my muscles.
Alright, let's get back to the lions.
Thanks, Raphael. That unfounded confidence of yours is like music to my ears.
I like the show and not the tell, but at the same time, I don't really care about the politicking in the Alliance at this moment in time.
We received a message from Hubert, Your Majesty. They failed to capture Archbishop Rhea. It seems she and her followers have been taken in by the Kingdom Army. They likely make for Ferdiad as we speak.
So it goes. If Hubert himself couldn't succeed in the task, there's little chance anyone else could.
There is more as well. Petra was taken by the enemy. She is apparently still alive, for better or for worse.
Maybe for better or for worse. Do they think we're like torturing Petra or something?
I fear the kingdom may try to use her to make an ally of Brigid.
Yes, it's likely she won't be coming back. And our stance towards Brigid will require some reconsideration.
Interesting. I wonder how this changes if you don't recruit Petra.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Now then, we mustn't dwell on what's done. Our only choice is to look to the future. It seems an all-out war with the kingdom is nigh unavoidable at this point.
Yes, Edelgard. When you start a war, war tends to be unavoidable. That's what happens.
Thankfully, I expect Count Rowe to join our cause.
Count Rowe's about to get a smackdown then.
Having a hold on Aryan Road will surely prove advantageous as the war creeps on. So we stick to the plan. Through Count Rowe, we should be able to ingratiate ourselves to the other lords of the Western Kingdom.
Not if I kick your ass.
Urgent report, Your Majesty. An army has been mustered at Castle Gaspar in Rowe territory.
Okay, so in the Black Eagle route, they had them wearing black armor, like they say the Imperials do, and now they're back to like the basic-ass silver armor.
Lenato, the local lord, has vowed to find and eliminate Archbishop Rhea. He's mobilizing the army northward.
Oh, we do still get to kill Lenato. Good. I was worried.
Count Rowe's tacit approval of these actions has surely brought his allegiance to the Empire to light.
I can only assume this wasn't part of the plan.
It's just one thing after another. Dispatch any nearby units to the area at once.
Let me just... Oh, okay. So it's not sneaky. We already kind of suspected Count Rowe, so like y'all aren't slick. Y'all aren't as slick as you think you are.
Any lords willing to sever ties with the kingdom are too valuable for us to risk losing.